Joining me in studio, two men who were at that SGM yesterday. One, the President of the Law Society of Kenya, Nelson Havi. Thanks for finding time to join us. And we also are joined by Edwin Sifuna, the Secretary General of ODM. To understand what really is happening at the LSK, a bit later we'll also talk about Nairobi County as well. Mr. President, what is going on?
What is going on in the Law Society of Kenya is what has been going on for a while. As you've seen in that clip, the Okoa LSK Brigade has been hell-bent in ensuring that there is no harmony in the manner in which the Law Society is being run. But this is not novel. It has happened in the history of the Law Society time without number. Let's get outside the Law Society. You've seen about 3 years ago the altercation that happened in Parliament when President Uhuru Kenyatta was addressing Parliament. Members of ODM came and poured water on the mess. You've seen in South Africa when President Cyril Ramaphosa wants to address the Parliament, disruptions from a faction of the Parliament. And it is the nature of democracy.
Okay,
you cannot expect a democratic exercise to be completely civil all the time.
I'm sure you have many examples to give us, but it sounds like you are claiming a coup of sorts is underway at the society, a parallel council being set up that, you know, when you talk about a parallel, it sounds like a group moving in a completely different direction with the name of the council.
There's never been a coup in the leadership of the Law Society.
Okay.
The elected leaders are fully in charge. They've been discharging their duties. However, there have been infiltrations by interests outside the Law Society, which were contained yesterday by the members when they made a resolution that the forensic audit which members resolved be undertaken must be undertaken. And those 8 members who have been standing on the way of that forensic audit were suspended, and members resolve the disciplinary action be taken against them.
It didn't look anything contained, Mr. President, but let me allow ODM Secretary Edwin Sifuna to weigh in. As a member of the LSK, from your perspective, and you are one of the voices that we could hear on some of those clips yesterday, what is going on? How do you read it?
Two things, Maura. First of all, I still want to take exception to this description that Harvey is obsessed with, that I'm the Secretary General of ODM. I have come to the general meeting of the society as a paid-up member of the society, and I demand, and I just demanded then, that I be addressed as a member of the Law Society of Kenya. When I was invited to this show, I was invited in my capacity as a member, a paid-up member of the Law Society of Kenya, and that is why I'm here. Number two, as we speak today, Maura, we do not have a council of the Law Society, because in that chaos and confusion yesterday, the people who had been mobilized by Harvey inadvertently passed a motion to send all of them home. So as we speak right now, we are seated with a former member of the Council of the Law Society of Kenya. We are in a quagmire.
Wait, you're referring to the president?
He's a former president, because, and we will go through all the motions that were proposed yesterday and the resolutions that were made by the membership. I personally was a bit offended by the things that were going on. If you go back to the history, and you know, Harvey likes to quote Okoa LSK because he knows my role in Okoa LSK. He sees ghosts of Okoa LSK everywhere that he goes. Then, just as now, there was only one problem. The Law Society is guided by two main, you can say, laws. The Law Society of Kenya Act and the regulations that have been passed thereunder. Those regulations define how you conduct a meeting. The only time that members will feel disgruntled is if the person in the chair is refusing to follow the regulations. And I will take you through those regulations, Maura. For instance, yes, just in the previous meeting in 2016, we were saying the same thing I was saying yesterday. When Hamino was talking about the previous meeting in 2015, we were saying we are all, just a minute, we agreed that you were not going to heckle Harvey. I didn't speak when you spoke, allow me to speak.
Well, good.
Maura, the same things we were saying in 2015, that if the AGM is the supreme organ of the society, and if indeed the law says that every member of the society has one vote, and that vote can only be exercised at the AGM to impact the affairs of the society, then you cannot have people you have chosen, who you have given special lapels to identify them, sitting in a specific area. You lock out 3,000 people online. We are in COVID times. You have your hooligans occupying the entire tent. Then you have 3,000 people on Zoom, we have all been on Zoom. All you needed to do as a president is to create an avenue for members online to exercise their right to vote, and that is something you refuse to do. And we will not.
I'm going to stop you there because we have very little time right now. We'll have more time later on, and I need to give him a chance to reply. You've said some interesting things. 3,000 other voices who are not in the meeting, denied a chance to speak. Please respond to that amongst some of the other things that Sifuna has said.
The
President.
regulations that we apply in the conduct of a debate in an annual or special general meeting of the Law Society were enacted by members of the Law Society. They give the President the final power to determine matters of procedure in how debate will be conducted. In particular, decisions are made by acclamation or by a show of hands. It's quite express. The problem with my colleagues, they always take upon themselves arguments without ascertaining what the law is. And if they were to revert back to the regulations, they will find the regulations which they drew by themselves permitted the course we took yesterday. But more fundamentally, before the commencement of deliberations on all the agenda before the floor yesterday, members unanimously agreed that all will participate physically and virtually. And the manner in which decisions will be taken will be by a show of hands. You will raise your hands if you are on the floor of the AGM. You will raise your hand if you are joining virtually. And you are able to see from the screen or from the House how many people have expressed their view on a particular issue. Sifuna will disagree, and you've seen how he has disagreed for the last 5 years in a very violent manner. And it is this violence that the Law Society wants to contain. You've seen
voicing a disagreement is not violence, Mr. President.
Wahiga, if you could allow sense to prevail, you'll be able to perceive what I'm talking about. You've seen the disruption that Okoa LSK had when President Eric Mutua was presiding over the meeting. It is the same category of individuals who were yesterday disrupting the meeting. Only 5 individuals out of a population of how many? 400. And what happened was because my supporters were protecting Sifuna, were protecting Alex Gitundu, in order that they do not suffer any harm. But my friend here should be very happy.